and gentlemen, please welcome the Francer Senior Team Women EPEE and referee for the final.
Well, we've got one more team match to go. We haven't received the... Now we have. Okay. So the team from France is Marie-Florence, CANDASSAMY Eloise VANRYSSEL, and Alexandra Louis-Marie. Because of the situation in the semifinal where Lauren REMBI came off the piste and apparently hit her head and had to be replaced by Louis-Marie. Well, now they put Lauren REMBI's name up, but I was told she's not on the piste for the introduction, but I was told that it was very unlikely that she would be allowed to participate by the medical crew. So it will be Louis-Marie to open and close for France. France will be facing a team comprised of neutral athletes. And our referees are Andrei Kravrinyuk and of Republic of South Africa, and Andy Chi Ming Lam of Hong Kong. Our assessors, our floor judges, are Adrian Speakman of Great Britain and Dennis Ostrovsky of Estonia. The starting group of neutral is BEKMURZOVA, MURTAZAEVA, and YASINSKAYA, with BAVUGE in reserve.
So, David, it's been a long and exhilarating day of fencing. That was the USA-Italy match going like that. Amazing. That just ran out of time. It was great. Very exciting. Congrats to Italy on a big win. And the United States will have to fight another day. They seem to have a roadblock in men's foil when they go up against Italy. They almost had it, but not quite.
All right, well, this gold medal match is underway. Well, I was told that REMBI would be sitting in the box.
She's there.
Oh, she is. There she is.
She's there.
But she hasn't got her kit on. No, she does. She's got her breeches on.
Yeah, just had a cover up. So it looked like she was in street clothes, but she has her you say breeches, I say knickers. They're going to go
That's what women's underwear is called.
This is going to go to the 1 minute, it appears.
Yeah, because it's right there. And they burn off the opening minute. Alexandra Louis-Marie came in the ninth leg for for
the injured REMBI.
For REMBI, yeah. I just when you do 8 team. Okay, so yeah.
There is
She
a
came
chance.
in and ran off 17 points.
Wow. There's a chance here. Well, now they're going to try to get a touch. It looks like almost like this was going to go to P red here if it goes to the 1 minute mark. No one's taking the risk yet. And now it almost appears to be the case.
Well, that happened before.
Here we go.
So we go to P red, and 1 point will be assigned to each side.
So, as we have to say, it almost never goes to P black, which means if they went another minute, and the team that's higher seeded, which is France, would be the winner. But
Higher seeded at the beginning.
higher seed at the beginning of the day, coming into the competition. So basically, Yasinskaya has to score one in the next 40 seconds, or it's going to be dinner time for everybody. But there it is. Okay, so we have one. It was 1-1 because when you get the P red cards, that's a point for each. That's the first actually scored touch.
Who was the
Okay, next up is Marie-Florence CANDASSAMY against Aizanat MURTAZAEVA.
Who did Hungary face in the bronze medal match?
What was Korea against?
No, men's.
Oh, the men. It was France.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. We have 25 seconds, or we go to P black. Okay, so
I don't understand why CANDASSAMY is out there and Alexandra Louis Marie scoring hits.
well, I think she didn't initiate it. It was MURTAZAEVA that was the one that initiated. She made the parry and made the riposte.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But she certainly wasn't trying to. Well, France's last World Championship medal in the women's team épée was gold in Beijing in April of '08.
You're saying gold medal?
Gold medal. The only current event at the World Championships in which France is on a longer medal drought is the men's saber team. Last medal was silver in '07. So, and if you remember in Beijing of '08 with the Worlds, that the Olympics were in Beijing in the summer, but they only had 10 of the 12 medals. And women's épée was one of the events that was out that year, hence the World Championship in April. Well, there's one from MURTAZAEVA. She just gave the hand signal there saying, should I shut it down? No more touches? That's what it appeared to be to the coaches in the box. She might be shutting it down, but CANDASSAMY might have other ideas about that, as you can see.
Find a scoreline. Well, good news is that tomorrow we'll have men's épée and women's saber, and just a normal day of fencing action.
So
It's our last individual day.
Aha, looking forward to it.
And then we'll have 2 days after that where we're doing eight
The same as today.
Team matches in a row.
Yeah. The team matches are so exciting and so much fun, though. It didn't even seem like it was a long day. Just each event's brought its own little, stuff to it.
No, we've had great matches. There's no question about it. It is somewhat physically demanding, mentally demanding.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And BEKMURZOVA starts off with one there.
Eloise VANRYSSEL has been pretty key to France's success today. I think she's the highest scoring team member. Yeah, she in the match against Italy, she had a +6 indicator.
She was the difference in that match.
Yeah,
She was great. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can see why. She likes to take the blade. On the blade again.
You know, after the Olympics, after an Olympic cycle ends, and, you know, you have, and we're seeing it all over, where, you know, teams with more mature athletes start rebuilding.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that all over the place. But I think VANRYSSEL was a good move for France.
Tacked right in the middle, did VANRYSSEL, and paid the price there against the longer BEKMURZOVA. You can see just a split second ahead. If both fencers hit within 1/25th of a second, both lights can go on. Both get a touch.
And the other good news is that despite all the matches that we've seen, we will only have 2 medal ceremonies, not 8. Okay, clock winds down here in the third. Get the captions back up here. Okay, on in the fourth, it will be Marie-Florence CANDASSAMY on to face YASINSKAYA. And the referee who's up for the last leg and this one, because they rotate every 2 legs, is referee Lam, Andy Chi Ming Lam from Hong Kong, and I guess new addition to the international circuit. I mean, I've put that the wrong way. He may fence mainly in the Asian Confederation or whatever, but it's nice to see
some fresh faces.
Some fresh faces.
Oh, Yasinskaya saw an opening and missed. Kandassamy was able to get the light. Watch on the left. She missed. Good action, good timing, bad result.
It's a double. It's her first. When we're rotating between every other team event, between foil and epee, yeah, it's a bit of work to make sure that you assign doubles to a foil match, or things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, another good one there from Marie-Florence Candassamy.
So the lead is building here for France up to 5.
Just
Kandassamy, no need to take any risks or do anything.
Kowalczyk of Italy, I didn't realize this, or it wasn't immediately apparent to me, is world number 9.
Yep, there was some shuffling around of the ratings after the results of the individual here.
Okay. Yeah, I was checking to see where, well, Lauren REMBI is world number 13. Alexandra Louis-Marie is world number 17. Eloise VANRYSSEL is world number 18. So I was just trying to see where Candassamy was.
Well, she had a rough go of it. She dropped. She had a very low result.
So 12-7. 4 in it for Candassamy. 2 the other side. And now we've got Alexandra Louis-Marie back on in the 5th to face BEKMURZOVA.
Well, Louis-Marie came in a tough spot against Italy when REMBI took that bump. For those of you who might have missed it, she sort of splattered on the strip, went into almost like a semi-split, and on the right side of the piste. And after she did that, next thing you know, she started going off the right side of the piste and must have taken a bump on her head.
She did.
Because she stayed down for a while. She got up, and when she got up, she looked like she was about to faint, and they had to catch her.
Well, that is why she's in a chair. Because I was told that the doctors would make a determination, and he said if the doctors say no, then she won't be allowed to fence.
Yeah.
Because they don't want any other incident to happen.
I mean, you wonder if it was a concussion. CANDASSAMY finished 4th, by the way, in the individual. Hence her dropping of her world
Finished
ranking.
4th.
40th.
Oh, 40th.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a long day.
Finished
I left that at 0, but it was 40th. 4th, you would have gone up.
She is world number 29. No, 39. But she's been, you know, the bedrock, the foundation of the French team.
Yeah.
You know, for a long time.
Well, you always see in the post-Olympic year, you see new blood coming in, plenty of fencers, plenty of fencers retiring, and then you even have some who would appear to be retiring, like the 3-time Olympic champion Aaron Silagi of Hungary, and he was off the circuit for the whole year, and then he showed up in Seoul and had to fence in the pools for the first time since 2009 because he had dropped so far. He'd fallen out of the top 16. Wound up taking 2nd at the European zonals and appears to be back in form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, I can't remember who was asking the question. Maybe it was you. Oh, Sanguk. You know, it's not abnormal for people to, you know, to take a break.
Yeah. Even if they decide later in the cycle, the 4-year cycle, to come back.
Well, women's épée, I remember after, I think it was after Rio, and Anna Maria Branza, who by that point was a two-time Olympic medalist, decided that she was going to stop. And she did. And she got a job. And after I went to Doha, as I've done every year for as long as we've had a Doha Grand Prix, I went to Doha for the EPEE Grand Prix. And I'm walking around, you know, getting video clips and things like that on the preliminary day. And then I turn around and I look, and there she is with her kid on. And I walked over and I said, Anna, what are you doing here? And she said, I got really bored in my job and decided I wanted to start fencing again. And I said, okay. She said, I've done a little bit here and there, but you know, I'm gonna go back into it. And
well,
you know what she did?
What did she do?
She won Doha in that trip.
Amazing. And what's basically amazing here is that all of a sudden we have a 10-point differential. It had been 5 and now it's 10.
So how many points did Alexandra Louis-Marie score? 10.
10-5.
Okay. Okay, we go to the 6th, and it will be Eloise VANRYSSEL back on for France. And she'll face MURTAZAEVA.
Well, France is on its way to its first, potentially its first gold in women's team épée since 2008. That's a generation. That's 17 years. I think where you were 17 years ago. That's a long time.
Where I am now in London. And
when you talk about post-Olympic years, some people take time off. One person who didn't and is paying the price is Chung Kalong of Hong Kong, China, who has not been at the top of his game and was recently interviewed by someone who he said, I'm really not at the top of my game. I never took a break after Paris. I need a break.
Well, it can be very useful. Okay, that wasn't given.
MURTAZAEVA. It's the first two. And MURTAZAEVA likes to be on the blade. She's okay on defense because she feels she can parry what's ever thrown at her.
This is very unRYSSEL-like.
Oh. And there's the reserve. BAVUGE KHABIMANA warming up, probably going to be coming in. Wow, a couple times in a row here. VANRYSSEL's been a little bit over anxious. No need to attack at all. You can. That's twice on the same action. She doesn't have to attack. Doesn't mean she has to sit back like a pincushion, but she doesn't have to commit herself.
Okay, she gets one. She had 3 in her opening period. When was that? Was in the third leg. She had 3 in the third leg. Here we are in 6, and she has and counting down on the clock. She's managed 1. You're right, she doesn't have to chase anything.
No, she should be like that, pushing and pushing, not committing herself, keeping distance, and chewing off the clock.
Which has now happened. That will end the 6th. 4 for, let's see, 1 for VANRYSSEL. 4 on the other side. So 23-16. Marie-Florence, CANDASSAMY. In the 7th.
There's the alternate coming in.
So BAVUGE. serve. Well, France doesn't have a reserve.
Nope.
Well, they do have one, but she's not allowed defense. And that's what happened in Genoa when Rafael Tulin was taken off to hospital, but the Netherlands were in the gold medal match.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not have an easy time with it.
Well, off the bench into a flying attack. Terrific start. Same action with Flesh, but this time Candassamy is able to get the double. That would have counted. Oh, Candassamy is, it's hard to see from that angle, but looking at her straight here, she's so much taller.
She is quite tall. Oh, nice.
BAVUGE KABIMANA was thinking only about attacking. That's the problem when you're down. You're thinking only about what you're doing to try to do to score a touch, but you're not really thinking sometimes about what you have to do to defend against the touch. And although you can criticize someone like Candassamy, who has a nice lead of taking that risk, it's a risk that has a reward if you surprise your opponent, which she did.
Just did again.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we've reached the point here in the seventh leg where and this is the curse of EPEE, where you have to press, you have to try and get hits, and when you do that, you are wide open.
Yeah.
And your opponent, you know, whom you were chasing, can just take a step back and get her arm out. Double. Candassamy, I'm sure, would be perfectly happy to just double her way out.
For sure.
Clock's going to wind down here.
I think she's off the piece, and that's not going to count, I don't think.
Referees are going to have a look.
That would have counted. Well, here's the rule. And the reason it's touche is because she still had a bit of her right foot on the piste as she was going off. If you start an action when you're still on the piste, it's going to be a good touch.
Okay, so 27-20. 4 each. CANDASSAMY with 4 on the other side. So no net pickup. It will be VANRYSSEL. Well, it have to be VANRYSSEL coming on because there's nobody else. In the 8th, and face YASINSKAYA.
Okay, we're in the home stretch.
The 8th and penultimate leg.
Yes.
What did you call that?
It's next to last. But this might be the next to last leg. But the last time France won this event was 2008, and it looks like they're on the way.
Well, a lot can happen between now and then. But it's for the gold.
So it's obviously not 5-4 in this leg. It's 1-0 as YASINSKAYA has scored the only point.
Well, this is what happens when the scoreboard goes wonky, and then the next time the captions come up, it'll be back to normal.
Quick off the mark there, VANRYSSEL. Again.
But this is exactly what France needs. Keep the clock running. And make sure you don't let any points slip.
On that action, VANRYSSEL went directly. Usually she likes to take the blade. Got away with that one a little bit there. Sort of came forward a little quickly with a big buffalo step and was lucky not to get hit. Very fortunate there. Well, I mean, YASINSKAYA's got to take some risks like she did there. I mean, time's running out. We're in the 8th leg. You're down by 9, now 10.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying, that you have to do something, and your opponent knows that you have to do something.
Yeah, but you have to do something. You got to go down swinging here, and with time an issue here.
But that's like when that happened in an earlier match when Alexandra Louis Marie scored 17 points in the ninth leg.
Yeah, because
And you see that a lot.
you see that a lot because they have to.
But the reason she was scoring 17 points is because
The other person was
it
running
in
it.
it,
Yeah.
And now we're back to a 10-point margin. I guess no.
Well,
We're
back to
we're
9.
back to a 10-point margin, and now it's 9. She just went right
Yeah,
over her head.
she had the timing, but she missed.
She had the timing, but now there's not any more time.
Yasinskaya is sitting back there, which is just surprising.
And that'll do it. Come out of the 8th, 31-22. So, 4 in it for VANRYSSEL. 2 the other side. And we go to the 9th and final leg here in this gold medal match. Alexandra Louis Marie, who in her reserve appearance after Lauren REMBI was injured, and she scored 17 points in the 9th leg, is going to be, and look at how big she is.
Yep, very. Well, there's one for MURTAZAEVA. She needs to just go.
Well, I will hearken back to my comments in the women's epee individual, that being big and tall and long is not necessarily always an advantage, because where MURTAZAEVA hit her the first time was on the kneecap.
Yeah.
And then in a low line.
Well, this can go all the way to 45. We have seen some crazy finishes.
Yeah, we had one today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of touches. It doesn't appear to be the case here.
But it doesn't need to be.
Well, it doesn't. MURTAZAEVA has to be more aggressive and just throw caution to the wind.
And all Alexandra Louis Marie needs to do is stand back and get her arm out.
Yep, doubles and counters. Well, coming into 2025, France had won 294 medals in all fencing events at World Championships. They're going to add to that. Maybe they'll even pass the 300 mark this week. And Italy had 372 medals, and certainly they're going to add to that as well.
Well, the opponent of Alexandra Louis-Marie was trying to claim to the referees that Louis-Marie had punched her in the mask, and the referees went and had a look and came back and said no.
Let's see.
That was on the
previous
one, where there was no hit scored.
Boom.
And that was not Alexandra Louis-Marie barging into her opponent. Maybe that was the one.
Okay, we are down to the final minute of fencing, our 8th and final team match of the day, and our final minute of the day. The odds are we're not going to have this wind up going to a priority minute to add an extra minute. This will be the final minute.
Well, 55 seconds is a lot of time in that pass. But, yeah. And Alexandra Louis-Marie can score too. So there's been no net pickup in this leg. They're both on 7.
Straightening that blade the old-fashioned way under your foot.
What's the new-fashioned way?
I've seen a bunch of coaches use wrenches and do the hole in the top of the wrench to do it that way, to bend it with the wrench.
I said after the halt.
France is just a half a minute away from ending a 17-year drought in this event at the World Championships.
No. Oh, was that a double? It must have been.
Inside 10 seconds, David.
And no net pickup in this final leg. France, our 2025 women's épée team, world champion. And congratulations to them. I'm glad to see a smile on Lauren Remby's face.
Yeah, she seems to be okay. We hope she's okay.
Yeah, and we send our best wishes to her and hope she is well and back on the piste as soon as possible. Fantastic.
That was great. Congratulations to the French Fencing Federation and their whole FA squad And now they can go enjoy the rest of their summer with a shiny gold medal on their wall.
Bronze. Okay. We're ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Ready for our medal ceremony.